If you count on my mistakes, I would have to walk away. I just could not.
Come on, Freddy sent you. Oh, what's wrong? Did someone have a nightmare?
That's my new boy.
I take another yesterday. I've not the strength to face.
It's 10:33. Here.
What?
Oh shit, guys, we're 3 blocks away, man. We made it. We made it with the booze and everything. We made it.
Clovis, I can't believe you still have the liquor. It's awesome.
Yeah, man, I told you the idea would work. I fooled those cops. I'm McLovin. Woo! I am McLovin. Woo! Why do you guys have detergent?
No, I don't understand why you were smoking cigarettes with those cops.
Because I fucking rule. Oh, we're so gonna get laid tonight.
I am. I'm gonna get.
We're finally gonna get our drinks home. Chicken, chicken, yeah.
Like I said, this whole year has been bad. First, Ryan C. leaves YouTube. Second, my mom goes to the hospital. Third, I have to go back and forth to the hospital and watch her suffer. She even told me, if you love me, let me go. She was held to the bed, strapped. She couldn't do anything, eat anything, do anything. I had to see all that. And then she passes away, and I didn't even get to see her before she passed away. And then on top of that, I have to go back to do the service. And then get all the photos done, scanned. I made 3 videos for her. One for YouTube, one for my family, and one for me. That took a lot of work. I scanned lots of photos. I was going back and forth from my mom's to my place, going through all her stuff. That took a toll on me. If you guys followed me on YouTube, you know. And then, now I finally get the chance to breathe and rest, and that's why my body's been the way that it is, I think. So I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why I've been tired. My channel gets taken away with my videos that I did not get to save, by the way, and that was YouTube. Then I left YouTube. Ryan, she broke my heart. Okay. Well, no, he kind of did, because he's no longer, well, he's on YouTube, but his videos are gone. Feels like I've been dating this whole year, and I haven't. I get attacked. I get people telling me off. I get people I'm telling people off. I'm ending friendships. I'm doing this. It's like, when did life get this crazy? To feel like that I'm in a relationship. Last year was so much easier. But yeah, and because my mom passed away, like I said, if it wasn't for the headstones, my year would have been crap. I would have been so depressed right now. And be like, oh, what did I do this year? Oh yeah, nothing. Because my mom passed away. But like I said, the headstones thing, that even though I paid for crappy tickets, well, no, sorry, I paid for good tickets and the people were too tall, I was still thankful to be in the same city, in the same place as Dylan, and I got to talk to him afterwards, and I still got to mail off the stuff to him that I made, but I just really appreciate the headstones and Hugh Dillon and Finger 11. They really helped more than they know, because I'm just thinking about my past year, and I'm like, what happened this year? Oh yeah, I broke up with friends, I got attacked, my mom passed away. But the headstones, I got to see them, so it made up for it. Probably other good things happened, I just don't remember, but it's always good to have a home, and Phantom Bud, and YouTube, so thank you guys for sticking by me, and can't wait for the year to be over. Hopefully next year is better. You're on Phantom Freddy. Thank you to the headstones. Love you guys. You Dylan. Hey guys, BJM. So it is 2:33, July 23rd. Just doing a short because I did this off camera because I realized that we couldn't really see everything, and then I added stickers to it. So I am finally officially monetized from Google Sense and YouTube, and it took 3 years, and it also took a lot of hate, but also a lot of love, and we never gave up. So I truly appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. And again, I'm a daily vlogger living in conditions, and this is, to me, a huge big deal for me, because like I said, I've been trying for many years, and it really helps having you guys' support here on Phantom Stories. So welcome to my haunted world. XOXOOG Upper Ghost. Hey guys, my jam. So still at my mom's. Yeah, I got sushi. So I got a cucumber and avocado roll plus a bean curd. I think it was under $10. It's not bad. And I found some photos. So this is a photo of my mom when she was pregnant with me and my brothers, which I've been looking for everywhere. That's how big her stomach was. And yeah, my phone's still charging, so it's gonna be a short video. This is a photo of my brother Joseph, which I already have, but it's a close-up photo, so that's how small he was. Like, look how puny he was. So I've been going through the photos because I was like, just in case my mom did keep the baby bracelets, maybe I'll come across it. And I've been going through all the bins, boxes, and putting stuff aside for donations, stuff that are photos aside. Going through all the photos, keeping the ones of me. I'm also taking a few frames home that are empty, a few photos. There's a whole, probably like small stash, but I want to share this photo at least. And deck of cards, a bunch of Christmas cards, and occasional cards that have never been used. So I like having that because I like to do cards. So yeah, that's my brother. And I'm pretty sure this is also my brother as well. So it looks like he's in the incubator there. So this is what I've never seen before. So it looks like him at least. If it's not him, it's me. Actually, it might be me. The more that I look at it, because it's also an incubator, and it has a pink on the side, so actually I think this one's me, as a baby. Puny. So small. Poor thing. Didn't know what she was getting into. So yeah, anyways, I'm still at my mom's. I'm gonna go for a smoke break soon. I'm gonna eat this off camera, because you guys have seen me eat so many times. But I got a lot of work to do, because I didn't get here till like 7, I think. So I'm gonna stay until 12:30 at the latest, because it doesn't take me that long to walk down to the sea bus. So I'll keep you guys updated here on Phantom Stories.
Away, hey, hey. Now if I admit defeat, tell me what then will that mean? Will I cease to be, or will I be redeemed, or will it be the end of me? And you ought to know by now to get out from under that cloud that took all my power, and it's the only thing that counts. Well, I smile as I stand here today with all the mistakes I've made. Now in my darkest night, they're the brightest stars in the sky. If you count all my mistakes, I would have to walk away. I just could not take another yesterday. I've not the strength to fade away. Fade away. Fade away. And you ought to know by now to get out from under that cloud that took all my power, and it's the only thing that counts. Well, I smile as I stand here.
For 20, we got the videos uploaded. We just got to see if I had a smoke, so I don't go outside because it's too loud out there. Videos uploading. Yeah, I'll just do a video, try to walk down to the SUBA so I could use the washroom. Waiting for people to go. There we go. So yeah, June 16th, my mom passed away. And I just wanted to let people know, sorry that you guys can't see her or say goodbye to her because we didn't know this was going to happen. It happened on her birthday, 77th birthday, and she was improving, and all of a sudden she passed away in her sleep at the hospital the day that I was going to go visit her. So it's kind of sad, but that's why I've been going back and forth from Vancouver. We're still planning the celebration of life. I'm not going to post it on Facebook, so if you guys want details, message me or email me for that. I'm not going to post that on social media for privacy.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life, will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
but also Brian passed away, so I also want to include him into this video as well, because my mom did love Brian. So, I just don't have any photos of Brian that are printed out. But, yeah, so once again, my mom, I don't remember when Brian passed away. It wasn't that far before my mom. I don't know the details about that, but my mom was basically going to the hospital to go look after him. And then, sadly, he passed away. And then my mom ended up getting sick on her 77th birthday, which is in May, and she passed away June 16th, so it hasn't been that long yet, and her service is soon, but I'm trying not to talk about that too much. But I'm also doing this video as well, because, like I said, I'm doing one for family and part of the service, but I'm also want to do one just for myself, partly because of YouTube was so supportive to my mom, and my mom is the only family member who likes to be on YouTube. So I kind of feel like I kind of owe something good for you guys, but also this also gives me extra closure on top about it. So like I said, I'm trying to make this short, but we'll see. So I don't really know Brian that well, but I can say pretty much as soon as my mom met Brian in 2010, my mom pretty much moved in with him because people are like, oh, your mom's not around because of the cats that I had were born, which was Hope and Josephine and Phantom Jr. But then I said, no, it's because she has a new boyfriend. So she is pretty much living with him. So that's how I could remember how long they've been together. So they've been together for a long time. And regardless of what people think, I still believe my mom and Brian did love each other. Otherwise, they wouldn't have stayed together for so long. Maybe part of it was because they were lonely, but also I still believe there was some love there. And yeah, like I said, I don't know Brian too much. All that I know is that he was a sergeant in the military. He looked after my mom financially. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but like I said, I know my mom loved him, so that's why he was around. And again, Brian is not my dad, just in case, because some people were asking that. So no, because again, my mom was married to my dad, but then he came out when I was a baby, and so then my mom was a single mother pretty much most of, at least until I was growing up. Like, I don't remember that much about it. But I do remember she had to live off. She would constantly tell me, we're living off $700 with three, because I have an older brother and, sorry, older sister, younger brother, even though I'm a surviving triplet. So she goes, we live off $700 plus, we do like lots of stuff because my mom was very resourceful and always saved money and stuff like that. So she knew how to live within her means, which was good. And she always put us first no matter what it was. So, yeah. But just so you guys know, my dad ended up having a partner, and unfortunately he passed away too. So this is another reason why I keep saying this is one reason why I don't want to date, because I've seen, or be in a relationship, because I've seen my mom and dad both fall in love and both took a toll on them, and I've seen other people go through it, and I like being on my own. So that's one thing that I learned from my mom, is my independence. So yeah, like I said, I don't know that much about Brian, but I know that he's Christian, and they were together for many years. And then, like I said, for my mom, I think the most important questions that were asked was from the Google was my favorite memories. So my favorite memory with my mom, surprisingly, is the time that she was most proud of me, which she told me, was when I went to broadcasting school, because I graduated from high school, but I only had a certificate. I didn't have a diploma because of the bullies. I didn't really go to school that much, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, so I only got a certificate. I didn't get a diploma. But then I went to Columbia Academy and I applied and I had a test and all that stuff, and I got in. And first, my mom was really pissed off that I did that on my own. But then she said, "Hey, you know what? You actually got into a really good college without your grade 12. So I'm very proud of you." And then I graduated. Still, and got my diploma in broadcasting and the arts. And that's, and she still kept saying she was very proud of me because I couldn't graduate from school and I didn't really do good in school, but because I like talking, and this is why I'm so good at YouTube. It's because, again, I went to broadcasting at the arts school for radio, but then it kind of all goes together, media. So I'm not shy. I'm shy in person for public speaking, but I'm not camera shy. So I love being in front of the camera. I love being in front of a mic. So that's the things. That's the thing, probably my most highlight that I got from her, when she said that she was proud of me for getting my broadcasting the arts diploma without getting my grade 12. And my favorite memory with my mom, I just can't think that far back, but I do know we did a Christmas Mass every single year together, and like, me and my mom pretty much lived together many years. My sister and my brother moved out pretty early, and so it was just me and my mom until like 2010, and then she met Brian, and then I was still technically living with her, and then I finally got my own place. So it was I still say I've only really been on my own since I was 41, and I'm almost 45, September 5th. And the best thing that my mom thinks about me, so this is another question, it's something that my mom is proud about me. She'd always tell everybody, "This is my surviving triplet." She was 2.1 ounce when she was born. And she'd show everybody, especially at St. Paul's, because she was at St. Paul's after Lionsgate Hospital, and she'd be showing the photo and be like, "This is my surviving triplet," and telling everybody, "This is my surviving triplet," ever since I was born. That's the one thing. "This is my surviving triplet. This is my surviving triplet." So I'm like, yeah, that's probably why I overdo it with that. And again, my mom told me she was able to handle losing my brothers because she dreamt that they were playing in a tree in heaven, and one day she would be there. So I think that is where she is now, and that was how she had peace. My mom also helped me with grief. She was the only one, even though I had a tough childhood that I didn't talk about until I got older, which on YouTube I talk about quite a lot. My mom never knew some things, but I think she also forgot a lot of things because she did have a brain injury from she was put under surgery. She had to do surgery, so they gave her anesthesia, and she ended up being allergic to it. So she lost a lot of her memory. Like, she couldn't even remember who she was. She couldn't remember who I was and my family. But it did finally slowly come back. But that's why when she was around, sometimes she can't register things that you say to her or remember things and stuff like that. It was because of that. And she'd tell me, "Don't get surgery done if you don't have to." Because of that happened. So But yeah, my mom was very supportive and loving and caring, and like I said, I don't want to just say that. To say she's very loving, very supportive. She's a little more than that. She was one of a kind. Everybody loved her. She was very sweet. She'd always kind of be like the mom to all my friends growing up, because a lot of my friends would come stay over, and they didn't like being at home, so then they'd come by and they'd be like calling my mom their mom, which is pretty nice in a way. And just sadly, I think because we always thought we'd have more time, and I don't know, I'm not really close to anybody in my family. Technically, I'm pretty much just close to you two. Like, you guys know everything about me, pretty much. My family pretty much knows a lot of my stuff, but not, like, they forget or they don't remember what I've been through and stuff like that. And, like, I have to keep reminding people that I have conditions. Again, I'm just going to say this in this video because my mom also said she was very proud of me to keep going. Because I have a learning disability, I have an unknown shaking condition, but because I have medication, I don't shake. But I do shake before I go to bed, usually. My mom was very supportive through that. She even came to my neurologist, so when people say, nothing's wrong with me, or why don't you keep going to doctors and do this and do that and do that, my mom went through all that with me. So if even my mom said there's really not much that they could do for me, there's not much they could do for me. Like I said, I was a surviving triplet. I was 2.1 ounce. I lived in an incubator. I had a hole in my heart, and yet I still survived. And they did not know about me until I came. So again, I'm the middle child. So I'm the middle child out of this, because I had two brothers, and then middle child through that, and I'm a middle child with my older sister and my younger brother who don't like being on YouTube or social media. So that's why I hardly ever show them. But yeah, my mom just kept saying it was a hard birth, and they didn't even know about me till I came. So naturally, that I'm almost 45 years old and the doctors still don't know why I'm alive, I'm still here. And so she's very proud of me for that. 1 second. Try not to cry. So yeah, again, again, learning disability, unknown chicken condition. I have hardly any teeth. These are all my baby teeth. No teeth up here except for my back. Partially deaf. Bad eyesight. It's not really a condition though. And these are all things I was born with. So, and swollen legs. It's actually both legs now. Before it was just my feet. Now it's both my legs up to my thigh, hips. And then people keep saying, why don't I keep going to the doctors about it? Because I've had it for many, many years. There's nothing they could do for it. So I just learned to live with the pain. Like I said, there's some things that there's not a cure for everything. And I have so many issues that if one thing got healed, I'm still going to have the other issues. And I'm pretty sure that's it that I have. So again, learning disability, unknown chicken condition. Oh, chronic fatigue syndrome. Sorry. So I'm also tired a lot because of that. And then again, no teeth. Pretty much deaf and swollen legs. And out of everything, the unknown shaking condition is the worst. Because when I shake, it's hard to control, and it's one reason why I don't like being around people or going out. And my mom totally understood that. She's the only one who does. I mean, my family gets it, but like I said, a lot of my family, I think, forget that I have it, so I constantly remind them. Or they're like, are you awake? Because they know I sleep like every 5-6 hours. And that's why I sleep 10, 11 hours and I can find for one day sometimes. So, yeah. But that's why I go, even my mom, she'd go to my doctors with me. She'd go to neurologists with me. She'd be like, yeah, they're right. There's nothing they could do for me because my body's been through so much before I was born, and it was a hard birth. And last but not least, the number one thing my mom gave me is her faith. I used to call her an obsessed Christian. Now I'm one of those. I'm always talking about God nonstop. Like I keep saying, I don't need a guy in my life. I got God in Phantom Bed, who's right here, by the way. So I've literally become like my mom, how she was. And lastly, there's Phantom Bed. And lastly, what do I regret? A lot of things. Mainly, finally I don't cry about this because I talked about it a lot. Mainly because of what happened with her last days. Having to put her through all that just to try to get her to overcome her second heart surgery was a lot on her, and she was suffering. But she did get to see her grandkids, and she did get to see her family, and that, I guess that was the price that she had to pay, just to see us for a little longer. But I still regret that she had to go through that. I kind of wish that her last days were better, that she wasn't suffering, she wasn't tied down to a hospital bed, she got to eat what she wanted to eat, because she loved food, she got to do what she wanted to do, but she didn't. And that's probably something that I think all of us are going to regret. But if we didn't bring her to the hospital, she wouldn't have survived anyways, so there's no way getting around that. It was her time. And like I said, keep saying over and over again, I'm going to end it off with this, is she kept telling me, if you love me, let me go. You can miss her, but if you love her, let her go. And like I keep saying, we know she's in heaven. You know she's in heaven. Because her whole life, she made her life God. And that's why I guess my faith has become a lot stronger again. And she was just a very supportive person. Sadly, I was a rotten kid to her, but as I got older, I was a lot better. I just wish I figured that out later. But like I said, I was a kid. I was very selfish. I still am, but I kind of wish that we had more time to do stuff together and took more photos and took more videos, but we just didn't. So we just have to be thankful and for the time that we did have, and know that she's in a better place. And one day we'll all be in heaven having a party, throwing a party. And Mom is probably with everybody that we've lost, and my brothers just needed her more. So I'm glad she's with them. And I know I'll see them again. So rest in peace, Mom and Brian. And I'm going to keep honoring them by continuing to talk about them. And continuing talking about God here on Phantom Stories. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for your love and support. And stay tuned for the video that I make on my mom. Probably won't be till next week, but we'll see. I'm going to put up a rough draft, and then I'll just add a better one later. So, thank you guys for your support with my mom, and especially when I was going back and forth from the hospital, you guys were following me through that, and that helped more than you guys know. And I'm talking to the people on YouTube, so thank you guys. Here on Phantom Stories, God bless.
You open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on.
sorry that I left you. I know you feel alone, but God told me that He needed me. He called me to come home. In what seemed to be an instant, in the twinkling of an eye, an angel gently took my hand and led me toward the sky.
And it's the only thing that counts. Well, I smile as I stand here today with all the mistakes I've made. Now in my darkest...
But a lot of people keep asking how I've been able to get through what I've been going through. Just losing my mom, having to go back and forth to the hospital, and then losing my mom. And now dealing with her service on Saturday, and dealing with my conditions and pain on top of it. It's all because of the small things in life that helped. My medication, Mayor Kingstown, and of course, Phantom Bed.
Mikey, listen, you're gonna want to see this.
Well, am I really, though, Ian? Disgusting.
You gotta get down here. Someone needs to see.
Oh, Ian, how about a little warning?
Come on, you love it.
Jesus Christ, Ian.
They tortured the guy to this poor bastard.
Thanks for inviting me to your haunted house. I'm gonna sleep all night, you prick.
Mike, this kind of thing in time is gonna be funny. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Detective Ferguson's trying to reach you.
Just call me Ian.
I choose not to.
Are you smiling? What the are you smiling about?
You.
Asshole.
Mother Teresa was actually a real bitch.
Well, you're an asshole. Jesus Christ, Ian.
Hey, Don, what kind of pie you got?
Banana cream and pecan.
Like in one pie?
2 pies. It's 2 different kinds of pie.
Christ, really? Stop with the pot.
Holy.
Come on. You're the good guys here.
Really? With a straight face?
Good guy! Good guy.
Shut the fuck!
Oh, good cop, bad cop, huh?
There are no good cops that way.
With all the mistakes I've made, now in my darkest night, they're the brightest stars in the sky. If you count all my mistakes, I would have to walk away. I just could not take another yesterday. I've not the strength.
Everything you dream of, but never can possess.
It's a threat. It's a mind game. We have to turn up the heat. How much harder can it get? It's yours to keep. So let's talk about my favor. The favor is to you. What am I moving? You don't have to move it. You just have to find it. This is about what we dug up. You realize that if this comes to the surface, we're all gonna pay. It's not coming to the surface. I'm not gonna let it. God help you.
In the morning, the heart of the cash. They stayed up all night.
I'll never catch the little bastards who really do wish they had known.